The 2016 Yankees are not off to the start they would have hoped for, but bench coach Rob Thomson has been around a while, and he knows April is not a time to panic.
I always think we can play better, and there's some areas that we need to shore up, and we're in the process of doing that. But all in all, I think it's been fairly good. Cardi's been off to a good start. McCann, Beltran. So there's been a few guys offensively that have gotten hot. Some other guys are going to start getting hot here pretty quick. Starting rotations has been pretty good. You know, I think almost every start we've gone at least 5, and now we're starting to get into 6, 7 innings. But I like this club. I like the new guys that we've got here, and you know, we're going to start playing better, start winning some ball games.
One of the biggest issues with the Yankees' offense early in the season has been driving in base runners. But Thomson feels this will work itself out in the coming weeks.
Well, I think just being a little bit more consistent in our overall game, getting the offense and the defense and the pitching all to click at the same time. That's really the main thing. You know, I know a lot of people have been harping on hitting with runners in scoring position. That's been the big topic of late. But you know, the one thing that we're doing is we're getting people on base. If we get guys on base, we're going to score runs. You know, every club goes through something like this a couple times a year. At the end of the year, you look at the teams that score the most runs. They usually have guys they've left on more runners than anybody else. So if we're getting guys on base, I'm happy with it.
For a hitter, streaks, both hot and cold, can be a delicate thing. According to Thomson, it doesn't take much to break out of a slump.
I think one of the things that happens sometimes, you get a blue pit or you get a single through the hole, and it changes your outlook. You know, it kind of releases some pressure off you. And, you know, the pressure comes from either fear or trying to do too much. And I know our guys aren't afraid. So part of the problem at times is they try to do too much and get out of their process and their approach. And you know, you get a nice little base hit, 5-hopper through the hole or a little bloop, and everything comes back into order.
An emphasis moving forward will be lengthening the starting rotation's outings. But early in the season, health is one of the most important factors to consider.
You know, it's their first couple of starts out of spring training. They've been built up to a certain number, and I think Joe and Larry do a great job of taking care of them and making sure they get through the first month healthy. So you got to watch their pitch count. It is cold, so you got to monitor that. Don't let them get too stretched out and too stressed out early in the year, because it's going to take its toll late in the year. So I think as we get into you know, the latter part of April and the first part of May, you'll see those guys start getting really stretched out.
The Yankees' hottest hitter so far has been Carlos Beltran. At 38 years of age, his consistency at the plate continues to impress the longtime Yankees coach.
He's got a great eye at the plate. He's very patient. He knows what he's looking for. He's got a great approach, and he uses the entire field to hit. He is an amazing guy at his age, and all the at-bats he's had in his career, and still doing the job.
For a team that hasn't been known for its aggression on the base paths the last few years, the Yankees are near the top of the majors in stolen bases and attempts early in 2016. According to Thomson, it's simply about the situation.
You know, it's just matchups, really. I mean, you might see us go a couple of weeks where we don't attempt many stolen bases just because the matchups aren't there. So it's just been one of those things at the start of the year this year that matchups have been there, and we've taken advantage of it. Chase Headley's been on it, Gardy and Els, and so we're running a little bit more right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to carry over the entire season.
You can see more Yankees on Demand and Yankees Scoreboard content by clicking here. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel right there.